It says I'm live. And we're live. Hi. Been a while. Sorry about that. I would have been streaming last night, but, later. Train. Yes. So we are doing Cruising Iberia. For those who don't know what Iberia is in this game, it's this. Huge... Oh, some extra ports. Nice. It's this entire DLC. We have Spain and Portugal. Very exciting news, because we've been waiting for this since the game's inception, I think. Hell, most of France wasn't available either. And we are going to be doing this here and then on Twitch until completed, because there's a lot to do. I will show you. So, 20 events I've got to do. Personal goal, 20 unique Iberian cities, get an achievement, and a Lynx-themed paint job. I want this, along with the masked bobblehead ornament and a Lynx toy. Yes, I want this. So, we are going to be doing this. Hello, Cyrene, S. Leather, and Leona. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let's browse the contracts, then. Oh, hang on, no, was it any delivery, or was there is something I need to check? Need to be 200 kilometers or more, 20 cities. So, minimum 200 kilometers. External contract only. Hello, Ahsoka. Hope you're well. We're going to go from here. That's not very far. Well, hang on. That's 166. No. Oh. There we go, there's one. We have our first one. Scrap metals. We shall do that. How to use the steering wheel again. Now we'll be fine. We'll be fine. No apology for missing 3 streams. I've been a tad irregular. I'm trying to get that corrected, but I get distracted, basically. Oh. Handbrake is that button. Lights, are they on? They don't look on. Now they are. Oh, we're in a really fancy, yeah, we're in a really fancy Scania, aren't we? A V8, I think. Oh, this is nice. Is cruise control still the same button? Huh. Oh, it's there. Okay, then. Don't mind me while I just pull out and do some really dodgy driving. So, like I normally do. Yes, I hope everyone is well. I am myself. It's been a very busy day, but not busy in the sense of getting any work done. More in the sense of nieces, nephews here all day. Went for a short bike ride. That was it, really. But, yeah, my dad did do some work on a cabin that I was hoping he'd do. So that's at least some progress. The guy did not come by to do the skirting, so I'll need to chase him up on that. I did no work for YouTube. I was hoping to do some, but I didn't get any done. Fingers crossed. Why did my phone just go off? Oh, it's a weather update. That's nice. Hopefully, we'll get some notes done this evening, at least. But we'll see, because I've got important things to do after this. And we'll see what happens, really. God, I feel really rusty driving this, because this is a really nice truck. It's far too slick. But at least we're doing it on the main account, which is good, because this makes this a lot easier. The only issue is 20 deliveries to 20 cities. I don't know if it counts the ones I've come from. So if it counts the one I've come from, that's 2. So I'd only need to do 10. Well, 10 if I cheated. But I'd still have to make my way to all the other cities. I guess we'll just do a chain. And I'll break the chain and go somewhere else and see what we can do for the next stream, and so on. Guess I get to stream some Euro Truck on Twitch for once. That'll be fun. Makes a change. I'm sure that'll go down well since I've been immersed in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which I am very close to finishing. Well, the main campaign. There are still 2 DLCs worth of good content to go through. The dreadful crime stuff is fantastic. Oh, we can do 90. Didn't notice. Right. Oh, no, take the exit. I would think that it would be any 20 cities on the Iberian Peninsula that are at least 200 kilometers. Yes, so I would think it's the argument of delivering to and from. Does it include the city that I've just come from, since I've never been there? Sometimes, in the past, World of Trucks have done that. So what's cracking? Not a lot. Just been keeping busy, and that's about it, really. Sounds quite dull. Am I going straight ahead? I think I am. Why is my cruise control not on? Okay, I need to check. Why is cruise control not coming on? I'm very confused by this. Control. I didn't set it, did I? Did I not set it? Cruise control, where are you? There it is. Right. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, the buttons aren't the same. They're on a different account, that's why. Okay. This will be interesting. Okay, we have cruise control. That's good. It's because on the Alfarius account, I never set the side panel up. Yeah. No, on the Alfarius one I have it all set up. On the Omegon one, I've never used the side panels. All the functions on the side panel don't work with it. But that's fine. We shall adapt as best we can. The lights seem to work on it, so clearly I assigned some of it when I remembered. Is that a checkpoint? Is this coronavirus? Is it better not be? No, I'm kidding. You doubt it's that. Or Brexit, for that matter. Shame they couldn't give us Gibraltar in this, although it is just a small little thing. But you know, it's just small things in life we want to enjoy. There we go. 40? 40. If we're in a 40, why are you doing less? Don't make excuses about the border. Nope, I'm first. Nope. No, no, I was first. I feel like the view on this is too low. I need to elevate it a little. The lights work so you can at least see the cars you hit. That is true. That is true. Trucks too. Hello Steve, by the way. Hope you're well. You guys better not try stiffing me so I end up, you know, smacking into things. Or slowing down constantly till you then speed up. Hello Cyrene, hope you're well. Let's see. I don't know where I was. Thought there was something we were talking about, wasn't there? Turn the viewer. I can't see the wing mirror. I will admit, this truck, by the way, is a lot smoother than usual. The truck we're currently driving for New Beginnings is a lot rougher around the edges. Which is a good thing. Makes the streams more temperamental. Does mean, though, when we go back to New Beginnings after this event, at least we'll have Spain and Portugal. We can just start meandering over there for a bit of exploration instead of just using it as an excuse to do an event. Which is a nice break in that chain, isn't it? Hello, Joe. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good Sunday. Hope everyone has. I think my Sunday, minus my nieces and all that being about, I wasn't able to play video games with my mate because of nieces and nephews mostly. But also, I went on a bike ride. Had to do some bits here and there. Nothing too serious though. Which is kind of strange. Yeah. Did plan a few bits here and there though. I do plan to, so my friend Dave and I, we planned when we have to travel up to Scotland in July to sit at the back of the minibus we're on, playing Magic the Gathering the whole time. Which we will. I'm going to buy 2 identical fat packs, and I'll buy some extra boosters, and then we'll just evenly split it, and try. What we do is, you get a fat pack, you get a few extra boosters, so you get 9 boosters in a fat pack. Well, we'll up that to about 15, and then you've got to make a deck from it. But what I might do also, and I'll ask him to do the same, is bring his favourite deck, which is an Exalted deck I know he likes to use. I prefer to use Deadwalkers, so a heavily zombie undead one. Because I'm a massive dick. Exalted doesn't mean he can wipe me out because he doesn't have Trample. Trample then means I can just throw 1 token at his 1 attacking, and any excess on the attack won't hit me. Unless there are additional powers in more recent versions that renders, you know, some of these bits neutral or void or moot. But I think it would be good fun because we've done it before, and it came to the point where I think we almost ran out of cards because I was being such a dick. Although we've done it together as well. We sat there playing Magic 2014 edition, and we basically, he had Exalted, so he had us covered. I had several hundred zombie tokens, which were all boosted to like from 1/1s to 6/6, and we're talking hundreds. And I was like, how much damage do you think we can do in one game? They only have like 20 hit points. Yes, well, they're not going to have any hit points left after this, and they're going to owe us some. I think we managed to get it to minus 700, I think, which we were very proud of. I might have a screenshot of that. I'll have to go look. I don't know if it'll be on this. If it's on my Steam account, I should be able to find it. But I don't think it's on this computer, so I might have to download the image. I'll have to find it. Yeah. Don't have the space realistically to do that in a minibus, but we'll see. Just because, like, my favourite deck is a predominantly black undead deck, and his is mostly white, like chess, I guess, doesn't mean we'll end up making those decks. That's not to say, though, you couldn't do it if if you poached cards off each other, because we've done that as well. I actually don't know who'd win between us with our regular, like, preferred decks. My Deadwalkers one would be impossible to beat at the best of times. Too many instants and zombies. And black cats, or herpes. Hello, Lulubelle, hope you're well. I think I also have Liliana, the Planeswalker card. I might do. I don't. She might have been the one card I was looking for that deck, and I never got it because at the time, it was before I was on YouTube as well, I think, or early days in YouTube. I couldn't really afford much. I might look into that. See what's what. Go past me. Oh, tell me the speed's going to go down now. Oh look, we're in a 90, and you're slowing me down. You're a dick. Or at least I was still indicating. Hello, Socky. Hope you're well. Does anyone else here play Magic the Gathering, by the way? I'm kind of curious. I think the last one I was fully invested in was Battle for Zendikar, and that was a long time ago. I have a massive booster box full of cards from that campaign. I really enjoyed it as a campaign. I actually had a white deck then as well, which is quite unusual for me. But I did enjoy it. Yeah, you need the right Planeswalker. Yeah, I fully agree there, Saki. That's the issue, I think, 'cause it's it's from the 2014 version, so you have to go back a year, essentially. Which is fine. I'm happy to do that. If I don't have her, I'll have to go in the loft and get the box out first. Or find the box. That'll be interesting, because I know Dave's got a huge amount of Magic the Gathering as well. Oh no, we did. No, hello Claire, hope you're well. I know that he and I played a version maybe 2 years ago. Yeah. But I don't think we bought too much more than a... Where are you? Get past me. Okay, I'm going this way now. Beyond... What was it? It was something. A, Fat Pack. Doubling Cube. I'll look into that. One of my favourite cards, I had two. One wasn't mine, I guess it was, I guess more likely he would use it. It's like that one that you, it's that ace in the hole where you wipe the slate clean and hope and pray that you get some cards that help you in the next turn. It's called All Is Dust. Acronym AIDS. To be honest, the card was AIDS. Absolutely. I remember having someone use that against me when I had so many zombie tokens on the table. I was so annoyed. Hello, Karma. Hope you're well. And yeah, it was very annoying. I mean, you wiped out your own army. That's great. And the enemy, even better. The funny part, I guess, for that one was, in that instance, the NPC then just played a mana the next round, and I was able to put a mana and a creature down. So I already had the advantage. How long is your thingy? So that's a quote. There's a quote. Huh. Use it, people. You know what to do. Nice. The other one you slow down, the other one speeds up. Perfect. You're in the right lane there, truck. Mazda. Right. Ooh, have a sip of water before I forget. Stay hydrated, kids. Magic the Gathering, yes. I intend to play on a bus trip in July. I might, on Friday, acquire the necessary resources, because that will save me time nearer them, where I might well forget. Oh, itchy eye. There we go. How fast? 80. Oh, slow down. Oh, itchy eye again. Stop it. I'm not doing 40. You can get stuffed. Cool bridge. Oh, the viewpoint's over there. Okay. Oh! That was close. My eye is twitching. That's annoying. Hello, Blaze Firestorm 21. Hope you're well. So, that was a 20-minute job. That's not bad. Stretch. There we go. Things clicked. I'm happy. And we just keep it at 45. I mean, it's not overly complicated to maintain the speed or keep it in the corner. Are we going in there? We are. Okay. Is there an entrance? Aha! Okay. That was a tad strange. We'll take it. Is my truck damaged? I don't see any markers. What's this? Special transports. I don't care. Let's get another job. So that's... Oh, hang on. Hang on. 2. I was right. Ha! Nice. No. There we go. Madrid. We'll take it. Ow, itchy ear. Are those wings on the windshield? Yeah, they're part of stickers. Light up stickers. Raven stickers, I believe. We will have a look in a moment, and I will... My apologies for the obligatory stream yawn. Hang on a second. Where am I? How did I get up here? Oh, yeah, so the wings. Yeah, see? Oh, they're Scania lion heads. I think. No, wrong one. Oh, cheeky. I approve. 2%. You gotta be kidding me. That's not damaged. You can go suck one. Can we make the turn? Can we make the turn? Oh, it's a tight one. Ah, we're in. This is a bit of an inconvenient drive because it's a fair distance if I saw the map. Okay, I'll go first. Thank you. That was for you. Hello, Zombie Teddy. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Stream yawn, yes. All the stream yawn because I do that. Sorry about that. There we go. Nice and peaceful. I kind of want to do the viewpoint. Is it part of some kind of achievement? I want to know. I haven't got a clue. Kind of curious though. Let's find out. Which one is that? Joy 2, button 0. I don't know which one it is. I have no idea what button that is. You're not helping me here, game. I want to know. You know what I could do? I could just, like... I have an idea. How about I just go look on the settings, because I'm kind of curious. Hello, Bjorn. Hope you're well. Stop. I just... Hang on a second. I did that. Okay, I don't care. It's just, it is part of an achievement. I don't care enough. Dog, I can smell that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh no, it wasn't the side panel. It was more... I did press the button it said, but the button's numbered 1. So I don't understand how it recognises it as button 0. Every number seems to be a number behind. And I'd forgotten. And also it didn't update on the screen to tell me that it, well, wanted me to press enter next. Oh well, lesson learned. Also, with the side panel, I had not programmed all the buttons for this account. It's only programmed for the Altharius account, not my main one. So I have to go through them and update them at some point. Hell, I had to even do cruise control early on because of that. Chances are that first delivery would have only been 15 minutes had I not spent the extra 5 faffing. Can we go faster? We can go faster. Nice. I like this truck. Solid. Are the lights on? Let's assume they are. Don't need them on, but why not? It at least makes this interesting. I've only had a minor accident where I outmuscled another truck. They learnt their lesson. Go fast. I am going fast. I'm doing 84 kilometers an hour in a 90. I'm being responsible. Mostly because I can't be bothered to go any faster. But that's just me. There must be a fair delay on this, by the way, I've just realised. Oh, jeez. Stupid eye. I must have gotten something in my eye. Ah. I just this one eye open for the rest of the stream. I hope you don't take offence. It is a tad of an well, a bit of an inconvenient, a tad inconvenient. There we go. Let's think. What else did I do? Did I do anything else today? You know, I don't think I did. I'm not really going to talk about what happened yesterday because, I don't know, I spent most of my day travelling, which was nice. I read a book, ate a sandwich. Good times. Lots of walking. Beyond that, nothing really going on. At least it's been peaceful though. I will say I think I did. Oh, I had to do one other thing. Excuse me. I had to convert the Moisky Live political live stream so I can upload it to Spotify. I really want to. Excuse me. I want to improve the audio quality, but I'm still having issues balancing it because OBS. It keeps telling me that Trups and I are the same level. But actually we're not. Either he's quieter or I'm quieter when we hear it in post. And that makes no sense, because it says we're the same level. So I'm getting really frustrated that I'm not getting the audio right. And it shows on the stream, because it's not until like 20-30 minutes in that it starts to finally be a more balanced audio show. Early and late, it gets really, really bad. I don't know what I'm doing. That was a weird road. I'm hoping though that I'll be able to work that one out, because it's so annoying. I think only twice in 11 streams have I managed to get it right. And I keep forgetting the bloody setting for it. It also might be the case that as the show progresses, I'm more inclined to recline in my chair. So it might be that I need to be a bit more professional, perhaps. Let's go with that. Maybe that. I don't know. Is there a DLC for ETS that has hijackers try to steal your load that you need to evade? No, but we do have border checks. And at those border checks, they will do nothing but pretend that they're checking you for contraband. And they're gone, do you still jam on the guitar? I do, but I haven't recently. I'm still a full-time YouTuber. I don't have the luxury of free time when I'm busy trying to make sure that the content I make does well enough to pay bills. Which sounds really sad and selfish and silly. But I'm standing by that. I've got to put this first. And also I really want to hit 100. I want 100k. I want it. So I need to push a little on the hotter topics. The annoying thing, really, with YouTube especially, is that the hotter topics right now all involve a certain topic, a certain theme of YouTubers being accused of certain crimes, and those crimes are really, really bad. And I can't make content like that, can I? Because it doesn't get monetized. Doesn't do well in the long term either. Oh, this way. It will get the views, but then it's so binary as well. It's very difficult. So many people are very reactionary on it, and I don't want to be that person. I want to strike a reasonable even with like more popular ones being James Charles and Jake Paul. I'm very, very reluctant to talk about the accusations against them. I need my shoes behind my chair again. Go away. Stop moving. Chair. Where's my trainer? There it is. Get behind my chair. Jam that. Oh. It's going to move, isn't it? Oh no, that's working. Right. Okay, that works. $100k a guitar solo. Well, there's that. No. It's more, I'm just not playing my guitar until I get my work back. And I genuinely want to try and hit 100,000 on YouTube. So I do need to pull my thumb out and start pushing again. Because it's pretty obvious when I don't go after certain topics unless I'm trying to push or grow. And every so often it has to be done. Which is quite alright. Just means every so often I have to make certain content which appeals to a wider market. Eh? Simple as that. There we go. Hello, Dally. Hope you're well. So fingers crossed in the near future I will be able to pick it up again. But right now, no. It's not the right time. Work first. That's better. Although I mean, I would argue, as far as free time goes, I had plenty of it for the past 2 days. I read a book, which I finished on the train twice, because I can only be bothered to read it twice. I played Pokemon on my Switch. I perused the Twitters. I got sources for This Week at Twitter and the exhibition of stupid people. They're pretty much covered. Unless something bigger comes up, I've got the topics I would be okay with. I need to get on with finishing Content Constable because I've got absolutely nothing done really at this point. That's just me. Have you done a advert for a gin company If not, you have a voice twin out there. No, I have not Zombie Teddy, but do tell me who that is so I can go watch myself do a gin advert. It would be quite funny if someone had just used my voice and cropped out certain bits here and there just to make it say whatever they want. Either that or it's Littlelees and someone's confused us. Not sure how, but you know it happens. I do hope to pick things up, by the way. The book, what was it called? It was called Angron, Slave of Nuceria. The story takes place aboard the Conqueror and a ship called the Hound. Is it the Hound? Something Hound. And the Conqueror is the flagship for the Eaters of Worlds. Angron has been installed as the Primarch of this legion. He does not like them. He hates the World Eaters. That he names that. They were formerly called the Warhounds. He hates them because to him they're paper skin. They are high riders. They're the slavers. The emperors anyway. And the Eaters of Worlds want him to love them or to consider them equal. Khan, the captain of the 8th Legion, he said to Angron, "We will do anything to earn your respect." And they'd gone through a process up to this point. The process was every time they go to conquer a planet, they had 31 Terran hours. The reason it was 31 hours is because that's how many hours in a Nucerian day to conquer the world. If you succeeded, fantastic. If you failed, one warrior from every chapter that was, or every legion that was on the ground, would be executed at random by Angron. He would rip them apart and murder them. At that time, by the way, he did not have Gorefather and Gorechild, his two axes. He had a different single axe, two-handed, called the Widowmaker, which actually, I love the Widowmaker. As far as axes go, that's my favourite one. I'd like to get Angron, by the way, as a Primarch model. He's arguably my favourite Primarch, because you know what he was meant to be. And so when Khan had suggested they would do anything to earn his respect, he had a suggestion. They all get the butcher's nails put into their minds. Now it's a little bit trickier. Hendrix, that's cool. I will look it up. I know what Hendrix is though, by the way. I've had it. It's all right. A medic, an apothecarian, and some of the Mechanicum even, they start working on versions of the butcher's nails. About 5 to 6 versions existed, and every single time someone had it put into their mind, they died. The more recent one was a librarian who blew a hole in the bulkhead when he went nuts. Yeah. Failed experiments typically end up being put in an incinerator. What a way to go, huh? During a version of it, they arrived at a planet that had not responded to the Imperium, had not sent tithes, and so the Imperium sent the Eaters of Worlds to that planet to negotiate. It's then that they realise there's an AI of sorts working there, with 3 people all calling themselves Ona for the planet Gina, which is actually 1515, I think? Yeah. The 15th planet conquered by the 90th expedition, or was it 95th? Doesn't matter. With those androids that turned up, though, and they realised they weren't human, they were able to then make a version of the Butcher's Nails. In the book, half the Legion, or I'd say a third actually, don't agree with this, and they're mostly all born from Earth. Khan is the first person to have these installed, and it's when he then meets Angron. Angron finally respects them, and they annihilate the traitors within the World Eaters, But during this, Angron, after the 31-hour mission to cleanse that planet of those fake humans, fails. One of those anti-Butchernell people, Captain, stands up to Angron. And Angron goes into a coma because the librarians on the World Eater ship, because they had them then, knock him out by going into his mind. One of the librarians gets stuck in his memories of his youth, and you find out something really interesting, something I didn't know. But Angron, first of all, his name means child of the mountain. That's what his name means. But also, he was an empath. He had psychic abilities. He hates psychics, but he himself had the ability to simply calm another person down by placing his hand on them. A gift from his father, which I found really fascinating. I didn't know that. And he only got the butcher's nails because during a day when he annihilated people who had butcher's nails in them, when they asked him to kill his, at the time, the man he considered father, he said no. And so they put the butcher's nails in Angron, and Angron woke up tethered, and had actually in fact killed his dad, which I thought was really, well, not his real dad obviously, but you know what I mean, that the guy that he called father that raised him. Where am I going? Let's assume here. I didn't know much of this, but it's really fascinating that Angron could have been so much more had the butcher's nails not been installed. And rest is history. Yeah, that was fun to read though, I will admit. Fun to read, didn't know, very happy. Also, it makes me like Angron, you know. It makes me like Angron a lot more. Because he's such a dick. Like, he doesn't like the Imperium at all. He doesn't like it. He'll just go and kill things. Also, I didn't know. I was constantly curious about how is it a Primarch, they were able to, as he got older, continue to sedate him. He's a Primarch. They can withstand so much more than any Space Marine, any of the current Primus ones as well. It turns out they would sedate him to the point where his heart almost stopped. That's next level of, like, they have to use so much just to do so that he could then go do more gladiatorial stuff. And I think that's really interesting. And also the fact that he was such a nice person before. He just cared for the people around him. The family, you know. And, I don't know what to say beyond that. I have two more up on a shelf on Jakaitai, Khan, and Lorgar. I am going to make it a concerted point to read one of those next weekend, because I think that'll be nice. So go sit in my log cabin in a chair, quietly, and just read. Yeah. I'll put the Angron one back up there. I wouldn't mind getting some more of those, actually. That, as a story, is very good. Very short, only 221 pages. So as long as that Philosopher's Stone. And about as thick, but the pages are incredibly, they're super thick pages. They're good quality pages. They're the kind of pages that are so thick you have to double check to make sure you've not peeled 2 pages. Hello Simius, I'm very well, thank you. Very well. Yeah. Also, the ones that stood against Angron, right? The guy that stood up to him first, and the Psycho who was stuck in his head. The Psycho woke up and spoke to Angron. Angron killed him. Straight up, just killed him. The other guy, though, fought Khan. They used to spar together and they were friends. Khan just annihilated him because Khan had an advantage. Khan had the butcher's nails in his head. Khan went absolutely ape-blank. Honestly, he went nuts. Knucking futs. It was a very short fight. And Khan just beheaded him. And when he had, all the others that were ready to stand against him all kneeled. They all took a knee, and simply submitted. And all of them ended up with the butcher's nails in their head. Nice. a working version of Butcher's Nails that actually, you know, did exactly what it was meant to do. The problem is, so before then, the ability of the Warhounds and then the Eaters of Worlds was that they could as a unit get through anything. Now they fight with no cohesion. Like, Angron's big gripe was that the Emperor took him away from his family, right? Right. So Angron doesn't want anything to do with anyone that considers him family, right? Right. Well, unironically, he has created an entire chapter, legion, of people identical to him that don't also want to be in a family, and when they have nothing to fight, they will kill each other. Just cause fighting, murder, and the Butcher's Nails. Which also, I was kind of curious about. So, these implants go into your brain, and in the books, they're regularly referenced as digging deeper and deeper into the grey matter. Pinkish grey matter. And I'm like, how much deeper are they going to go before they just come out your bloody nostrils? Or do you not have any of those anymore? It's one of those things, you know? I also like that yesterday people were talking about Terry Pratchett and other really interesting authors that people were reading. And there I was saying, yeah, I just read a really cool futuristic sci-fi novel called Angron, Slave in Nuceria, because I've never read Terry Pratchett and I don't care either. That's just me. It was interesting to know that they'd failed so many times before to make them, but what they'd found out on the planet that they then conquered, with all these, basically, the reason the invasion failed is because the people, the OHNA, OHNA, were able to simply walk them into the ground by being kind and approaching them nicely. Not even a joke, there were millions of them, and they simply trampled the Eaters of Worlds into the ground. They killed people by doing that, right? And I found that to be really, really amusing. So they realised they're all controlled by about 1,000 humans. I've missed my turn. Nice. By about 1,000 humans. It turns out the humans that had survived, that like a matrix, I guess, living out their lives through them in a stasis of sorts. That's how they made the Butcher's Nails. Those people, they had horrible cancers. They couldn't survive living on the planet anymore. And the reason that the tithes weren't reaching the Emperor was because they killed the regent of the world. Which, again, was quite fascinating. Yeah. I'm very impressed with that. I'll have to... I'm actually impressed how much of that I remembered. Maybe it's because it's like... I know, maybe it's a thing with me, I guess, when I read sci-fi novels or Warhammer generally. Especially things I've never read. I'm like a sponge at that point, I think. Docking points for Meg's mistake. What mistake? I didn't make a mistake. Did I make a mistake? Hello, Shard in Hand, by the way. Hope you're well. Sounds a bit incestuous, Simius. You might well be right. It could well be as it digs deeper and deeper into the pink and grey matter of your brain. I assume Angron is also from Norwich. Nuceria is a well-known area in Norwich. I also like, so interestingly, when the Imperium came to Nuceria, the Emperor took the side of the High Riders. And I'm sat here like, you're taking the side of the people that actually abused and mutilated your son. How mucked up in the head are you? Angron had to come back with Lorgar decades later just so he could then go up to a planet where he was considered a coward, according to history of the locals, to then decide, screw this, I'm annihilating all of you. Hell, during that battle, Rabute Guilliman came up with a freaking war titan and stood on Angron. Do you know what Angron did? He picked the bloody thing up. covered in blood and splitting because he was he was torn up. He just picked the bloody thing up, and then eventually became a demon prince of Khorne, because Lorgar was using him to free him from the shackles and give him an eternal life without pain, not realizing that actually the pain was very much a part of him. Genius. Maybe I'll read the Lorgar one next, because he's a prick. He's not even the kind that I like. He's just stupid. He's the entire problem of everything. But he does have a nice weapon, forged by Ferrus Manus, called Illuminarum. It's a mace, but it's a big boy mace. It's a good mace. Straight. How long was that TED Talk? It was a good TED Talk. We should do more of these TED Talks. I hope I haven't bored you all too much with my Warhammer nerdishness, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I will admit, before I bought the Altharius Primarch miniature, which I've still got, I've never painted it though, because it's just such a difficult one to paint. The one I wanted before then was Angron. I might still get him at some point, because it's brutal, it's bronze armour, butcher's nails, a bit of skin, lots of blood. Oh yeah. He is the epitome of murder fun time. Except he doesn't have fun when he's killing. He just has that like ecstatic feeling, accomplishment. He doesn't have any pain in his head. And it's great to know that it also turns out that Butcher's Nails came from a standard STC. Oh, what's it called? Standard Template something. I can't remember what the C stands for. But yes, it comes from an STC, the Butcher's Nails. Which, you know, is quite strange. Hopefully this will help me get out of my town, of my head for a while. You know, I really hope it does. Meg's boring is good, very chill. Yay. I'm glad I'm helping. I'm glad I'm helping. I'm here to help. I'm here all night. Mostly to do this. And we've only done 2 deliveries in 53 minutes. Great. That's okay. We're going to keep doing this, by the way. I'll be doing this all week if I have to, until it's done. We'll be doing it on Twitch. And if there's still some left, we'll do it next Saturday as well. And then just switch accounts. Or just carry on here, because why not? Oh, that's awkward. I hit something. Oops. Is this meant to be Madrid? I don't know much about it. A Magog TED Talk. I'm not doing that. I'm assuming he'll do one if he ever bothers to respond to me, which would be very funny. A Magog TED Talk. That would be very funny. I'd watch that. I'd watch the heck out of that. Why are all these entrances like this? You Spanish people are weird. There we go. For those who do like Warhammer, if you're into Space Marines and that stuff, who is your... Oh, it's so close to level 69! Just saying. Does anyone have a favourite Primarch or Legion? Kind of curious. There's one. Salamanca. That's the name of a family in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. Hector Salamanca, the guy in a wheelchair who blows up Gus Fring. Gustavo Fring. Which is really funny. Stay hydrated, kids. Oh. Where's the exit? Why do you keep parking me up in an odd place? Oh, a collaboration. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. The issue there is it's getting a video like that done, because for us to make it work logistically is very difficult. But it can be done, and there's not to say it won't happen in the future. But not right now. While he's recovering and trying to make regular content, I think he needs to have a bit more time to try and work out, you know, how he's going to progress his channel, because that's very important. And I hope he's able to work that out, because I like him. I like his content. I do like his more regular content now, because I did say to him he needs to make bread and butter content. Develop and build a regular audience. He's not going to be able to do the stories if people aren't interested in it, and he's got to introduce it carefully. So when it comes to creativity, do it at the right time. Pick your moments. Understand that the market's changed, and if you want this to be your job, which he can certainly do that, then you've got to know what the people want to see. Like, for example, Snape was trending on Twitter a week ago. So I sent him a picture of it, and then I sent him a picture of a link to a BBC article about it. Because, yeah, he was trending. Your favourite is Space Wolves. Okay, Space Wolves are cool. I have some in a shelf, glass cabinet, in fact. I have Logan Grimnar and a couple of Terminators. Their Primarch was never meant to be the Emperor's executioner. Never. It was never meant to be him. Yet he has executed 2 Primarchs. He almost executed a 3rd because of orders from Horus, who was meant to bring Magnus back to Terra, not execute him. But yeah, he almost did that. He broke his body, so technically he did kill him, but he only killed his mortal frame, not his spirit. Which is fine. But he had a crack at it. He almost killed Horus, in fact, actually, with the spear the Emperor gave him, because the spear itself had the power to strip the person's, like anything holding the person back, like chaos powers. It was so pure, it could take that away from them and make them mortal of sorts again. But the Primarch himself was never meant to be the executioner. Actually, that was meant to be Angron, which is actually amazing, considering like all the others had purposes: builders, defenders, warriors. He was always meant to be Angron, the person the Emperor sent to deal with those that did not do as they were told. He was meant to be the Emperor's lapdog, executioner, that is, anyway. Lehman Russ, just an interesting point, was raised by wolves on the planet, and yes, at the same time, even though they're called the Space Wolves, and even though the planet is completely covered in wolves, there are no wolves on Fenris, the planet. There are no wolves at all. Which is really, really strange. But it's explained because the planet is a death world. It's ice, just all ice. Has some monsters and fishing and all that stuff going on. It's close to the warp as well. But also, those who take the Canis Helix, which is a drink they do as part of a ritual to prepare themselves to become space wolves. They grow some fangs and other senses sharpen. Well, some of them don't. They become wolfen. Some do become space wolfen. Yes, eventually, that's a curse. But that's not really happened in a long time. That's the 13th. But the others become wolves. Yeah, which is really interesting. There are no wolves on Fenris because they're all human. So if you see a space wolf draped in wolf hide, no, they're draped in human skin. That's just been perverted to look like a wolf. Really fascinating ritual. Tad cannibalistic, I'll be honest. I'm going first. Yeah. He was raised by, was it Freya and Greki? Is that the name of the two wolves that raised him. I think Magnus killed one when he came to Prospero, and they were by wolf standards on Fenris monstrous. But yeah, they raised him, which is really cool. I still can't pronounce the name of his ship. It's like HFRANKEL, I think, ANKEL or something. I don't know. It's really, I don't know how to pronounce that. It feels very Nordic. I was going to ask somebody, but then I realised I only know Crispo, and Crispo's a dick. Yeah. Let's see. 40k isn't your thing. Love the animations though. Cool. Seen Furry Apocalypse. No? USMC from Aliens. Ooh. Yes. I will admit, by the way, when they updated some of the Space Wolves recently, especially as it's Ragnar Blackmane of all, who killed Ghazghkull Thraka. Ghazghkull Thraka has been around so long, and to know it was him that killed him and not Commissar Yarrick. First of all, that's cool, but he gets brought back to life anyway, which is even better. But add to that, it's not Commissar Yarrick that does it. A guy who brought out of retirement to save his planet called Armageddon, from Ghazghkull Thraka no less, who then leaves Armageddon with the Black Templars at the request of Grand Marshal Helbrecht, leader of the Black Templars, to hunt Ghazghkull Thraka and kill him. And Yarrick doesn't even get to be the guy that cuts his head off with his own power claw, which, by the way, I love. I would love to see him do. Yarrick's awesome. He's actually an amazing commissar. The guy walked away and everything. And Ghazghkull Thraka, come on, how mad does your surgeon have to be if he can use some freaking orc magic to put your head on and get you back to life? That's impressive. It's also impressive that Ragnar Blackmane managed to get his Eviscerator underneath the armour of the neck, especially considering Ghazghkull's body shape and position, and managed to get that two-handed chainsword under it to cut his head off. That's a lot of damage from a chainsword, by the way. It's not like he's losing a couple inches on his neck there. Allegedly, the Black Templars are the best. The Black Templars are the biggest. They have all chapters are meant to be 1,000 at most. The Black Templars, though, are perpetual crusaders. And there are it's alleged to be about 5,000. The Black Templars are not, I would argue, they're not well-rounded. They are hand-to-hand combat specialists. I know this because they're the very first Space Marine army I ever did. They prefer close combat. They prefer up-close, up-personal. If you want to go all well-rounded, arguably, I mean, just based on who they're constantly shoving in everyone's faces, arguably, it's going to be probably the Ultramarines, and I hate saying that. Oh, you're Norwegian, Bjorn. Okay. If I knew the spelling, Hrafknel, I think that's it. Because there's a lot of Nordic canon with the Space Wolves, it seems like that. If you're a more defensive player, you play Imperial Fists. If you like a bit of both, you go Dark Angels. If you like beautiful miniatures, you go Blood Angels. Did I say Blood Angels twice? Dark Angels then Blood Angels? I don't know. If you want actually well-rounded, arguably Crimson Fists are better, because they do have combat, yes, but they're very minimalist. The Black Templars are overzealous. My favourite miniature's always been the Emperor's Champion, always, the original especially, because it just looks like a guy with an amazing sword, like, come on, let's have a go. If I spelled that correctly, Hifnkel, then yes. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how that sound. How to say that. It's not my thing. I'm sure there's a pronunciation. I'll look it up sometime. But the Black Templars are definitely not well-rounded. They have a Land Raider Crusader. That's what it does. It's great. It's a massive tank. I've got one. I've had it since it first came out. But really, its best purpose is to shoot lots of smoke bombs at the enemy to conceal their troops charging. That's it. That's what they're best for. Drop pods. It's all about getting in quickly and attacking. Which, arguably, if you want to do that with the Raven Guard. They're even quicker. And their first founding. Kayvan Shrike's an absolute beast now that he's a Primaris. I think a few of them are a bit beasty, actually. I don't think many of the models for the Space Wolves have been updated to include Primaris. I don't think like Logan Grimnar, the current chapter master, is. I don't think Commander Dante of the Blood Angels is. I don't think Azrael of the Dark Angels is. I think a few haven't been updated yet. I'm curious to see if they do. I know they did with the White Scars. They updated some of those. Corsaro Khan, for example. Heshtan Khan? Is that no? He's my Heshtan. Isn't that a Vulcan thing? I don't know. I know they've updated some of them with Primaris, which is good. And fingers crossed it. Wait, was that? Hey, Spartan. I'm doing very well, thank you. That's incredibly generous of you. Thank you. I hope you're doing better. Hope things are going great for you, mate. It's been a long time. Thank you. Awkwardness intensifies. Awkwardness never ends. Why do you hate me? Anyway, yeah, so... and I don't mean to dump on you in this instance, Karma. Whoever said that to you was trolling you. They're not the most well-rounded. I've played them too long. Maybe it's an appeal to authority. I promise you I have too many Black Templar miniatures, and I've played too many games. They are very much combat-oriented. I tried to use a scout army for Black Templars. It didn't work. Because I chose Black Templars because I love to get into close combat. So I used a lot of Assault Marines normally. Scouts don't... It doesn't work. Neophytes can go do one. If you want to use Scouts, you're doing stealthy, close... You know, you're doing stealthy sort of things instead. And that doesn't work in Warhammer because apparently your opponent can just arbitrarily say, well, I know they're in there even though they're in heavy cover and I can't see them at all. So I'm going to shoot them by pretending that I know they're there all along because I'm amazeballs. It's that same thing of, if you field a character miniature, right? If you field a character miniature and he's on the field, your opponent is immediately like, I'm just going to get rid of him. Why? Oh, he's a character. Okay. What about the units that are about to flank you? Yeah, but it's a character. You're really stupid. Okay. I could be wrong. I could be. I'll take my 25 years of experience and happily concede defeat if I'm wrong. Happily concede defeat. Because I'm always happy if someone can prove you wrong by using Black Templar tactics, then great. Absolutely fantastic. And arguably the Emperor's Champion is one of the best single close combat miniatures to exist. There are very few miniatures or characters that could beat him in close combat. And I would argue he would beat Khan the Betrayer in close combat. He'd beat Kayvan Shrike in combat. He would even, I reckon he could beat his own chapter master, i.e. Helbrecht. I think he could beat most, actually, because he's a stupidly powerful character. There's only one miniature that existed. To this day, I still want it. Alessio Cortez. So I'm intrigued. I know that they updated Abaddon recently, so I don't think the Emperor's Champion can do it anymore. But the older version of him, yeah, he could be beaten by the Emperor's Champion. He can't now. It's not possible. There is nothing that can beat Abaddon. They had to change him when they realised with the Grey Knights, they introduced the Dreadnought. Yeah, Dreadnought? Is that what it was? It was essentially one of those armour suits from Matrix Revolutions that the people wore in Zion. If you had 2 of those, jumping across the board, constantly jumping and attacking Abaddon from distance, turns out you can kill him in 2 rounds. Less if if he fails an armour save, which is not really possible. It's a 2+ armour save. It's obviously dice don't like probability, no memory really. Well, unless the dice is loaded. But generally speaking, it's not. No, you're not. The odds are in your favour too much for you to lose an armor save of 2+. I think he still has a 2+, but he's just too quick and too strong now, vastly powerful. Too many spells. Just no, you're not beating him anymore. I wonder if they've updated Pedro Cantor. I've got his miniature's one of my favourites. Kind of curious if they've updated his. If I'm not interested in lore, that's fair. That's fair. Thanks for making him awkward. Thank you, Steel Cowboy, for making me awkward. You very generous dick. How dare you be nice to me by giving me your very hard-earned money. You dick. Oh, I'm going to slow down. I want to be in this lane. Hurry up. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. No. You're not drunk. That's a shame. I went for a bike ride earlier, being the uber-healthy person I am. I had 2 IPAs and 2 test tube shots, because they were like some cheap things my sister gave me, each one from a raffle. So we had some beer and chatted about bikes and my friend's wedding cake from yesterday, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, everyone. Who doesn't love that? Yup. Ugh, stretch. Okay, so let's exclude the Black Templars, because I think I know too much. Is Grimold still in them? I think he is. And Legendary Crusaders are brilliant. Well, they're too expensive now. I think my one cost £30 when I bought it first. I don't think they're that cheap anymore. But that was quite expensive back then. Enjoy your game, Bjorn. Thank you very much for being here. Let's think. Who else can we talk about? Let's think. There was a debate about whether or not the Primaris Space Marines are as good or if better than Custodes, the Emperor's personal guardians. And I have to quash this one quickly by saying Custodes still win. You don't stand a chance, not even a Primaris, against a Guardian Spear. You're done. It's a Nemesis force weapon. You're done. Sit down, chump. You're gonna lose. Why did you slow down so much? What's wrong with you? Are you weaving? You're slowing me down on purpose. Don't do that. Oh, turn that off. Oh, we have rain. Nice. But yeah, Custodes will, for the most part, they will always win because they're programmed to be better regardless. There is an argument they're close to that of Custodes now. They are. And you can tell that by how expensive they are. Primaris and Custodes, for the sake of that. But at the same time, they're still going to wipe the floor with Primaris. I promise you that. I have a rather exquisite little collection of Custodes, and Yeah, no. The models are amazing to paint, by the way. They're amazing to paint. The filigree on the armor and the helmet being like a cone head or a KKK thing. It's fantastic. And their weapons, I kind of wish I was better at those. But they are quite nice. Hey, look, we're 69 legend, everyone. Big yawn. Big yawn. Stretch. Better. Nice. 4 out of 20. Well done, everyone. We've made progress. Okay, so we are in here. 166. Okay, a big jump here, isn't it? Oh, no, I can't do that one. It's... No. Don't Madrid. Okay, next one is Cordoba. Great. Takes up to 5 at least. That's good. I also know that because of the assault on the Imperial Palace in the 41st millennium, the Custodes had to dust off the tech that makes them and make new ones, which is why now some leave the palace to go on missions, because they're younger ones that don't have as much experience as those who protect the castle, all the while realizing that they no longer have no longer can just protect the castle the Imperial Palace and guarantee its safety anymore, which I think is a fantastic, like, you now know that Chaos can actually do it. It won't, because they'll never do it. They will never pull that trigger. Games Workshop, at this point, do not have the balls to pull the trigger and kill the Emperor. Or Abaddon. You never know. Let's not forget here, the... what was it called? Oh, I can't remember the name, where all the perpetuals existed, the cult of some kind. They predicted that 2 outcomes. One was that if the Emperor won, he'd be a carry-on lord, sat on a throne while the Imperium rotted and died after about 10 to 15,000 years. As opposed to Horus winning and the Imperium dying along with all of humanity in less than half that time, because guilt would rack him to death. So ideally, for that to work, Horus had to... oh, jeez. This is awkward. Horus had to win. The Emperor, help, I'm stuck in a corpse. Thank you, the Emperor, for the £10 donation. That's incredibly generous of you. I will put that to good use. I think it goes towards the new Moisky Live set, which is good news. And sorry for the bumps there. I tried to look at that donation on a really weird corner. I really shouldn't have done that. But yeah, they predicted it, the future, and they got it right. It's why my namesake's Legion, the Alpha Legion, sided with them, but knew that to win, they had to side with Horus. But the fun thing here is, that meant for the galaxy to survive, they had to knowingly partake in the destruction of humanity. But then what happens to them afterwards? Do they kill themselves? What? Do they watch as a new race takes over? Or do they just go find a planet and live some rather interesting, boring, dulling... That was close. Androgynous lives as post-humans, with no humans left. Kind of curious. That question's never really answered. And you never get to see it, obviously. It is, after all, redundant, since... Well, they're all done, really, aren't they? How far are we going for this one? I think it's just here. I'm lagging, am I? Oh, I'm sorry. It's not showing that on my end, though. I'm not sure what that's about. If I am, I am very sorry. Oh, I am. I'm lagging. Oh, dear. Okay. I saw that. I just caught it on my side. My apologies. Hopefully it stops. We've lost 3,000 frames. I mean, I could pause and see if I could hopefully drive it down for a minute. We'll do some business. Let's have a look at this. Let's do it by this. Oh. Peasants. It's all this low nonsense to me. We'll have less of that. You will have no excuse. Let's I'll tell you what we'll do instead. We'll quickly, where's truck dealer? There it is. We'll buy 3 oh, Renault have got new trucks coming out. They have new ones yet? Are the new ones out yet? Let's find out. Well, that looks big. Let's customize it a little. Let's give it that. That looks nice. Yeah, I like that. Black Shadow. No, I like that. Okay. No. Oh, I like this. Is this the new one? That looks amazing. Wait. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's even better, though. Oh my god, I need this truck. Oh, I like this a lot. I may have to get one of these. No, let's get one of those. Because now I can put a cup in it. A bottle. How cool is that? This looks awesome, by the way. No. Hey, Credible Threat. Hope you're well. Oh, I'm liking this a lot. Decent dash. It's got plenty of space. There you go, something to read. You can have a hangout hanging on us as well. Let's find you something appropriate. Apple air freshener. Let's go with that, yeah. Anything up here I can put? No? Oh, this is nice. I like that tablet, by the way. That's a decent sized sat-nav. I like it a lot, actually. Can I put one of those on here? I can. I'm not going to. As we're good bosses, we'll give them instant lunch soup here. Yep. Yeah, we're good bosses. Alright. We'll send it to this garage. See, well, we wait for things to go down a bit more, because it's down to 1.9%. It's from 2% it was a minute ago. We'll give us another... We'll get these 3 drivers in, and then we'll carry on. Driver. Recruitment. Hire. Yeah, you're hired. Enjoy your truck. Your hire. Enjoy your truck. Hello, Benjamin McGee. Enjoy your truck. Good. Right. Back to business. Oh, stretch my neck. Fingers crossed we can get this one done at least. What are the mods doing? There's a credible threat here. They're giving the credible threat a chance. We've got to give them a chance, and if they become a credible threat, the credible threat will be neutralized and neuralized, castrated and cast out into the wastelands. Something like that, anyway. Okay, speaking of, I think I might on my main, on the New Beginnings one, that new Renault, the big Renault, I have, in the future I'm going to have to get one of those. That looks amazing with the tablet as a sat-nav. That looks so cool. Or maybe get the smaller version, if I can. Because that does look absolutely amazing, and I think we'll have a bit of fun with that. But I want to get New Beginnings up to, I think, 50, and then change truck. So I'm not in a hurry, but I will admit I will need reminding. Get a bit close to... Jeez, that was close. A bit close to the... I want to get more out of that truck I'm currently using before we get rid of it. As I'm, you know, I'm not in a... You'll end up like Magog. On a toilet getting humiliated me, yeah? By me, yeah? Cool. I just realised my game is windowed. I can see all the bloody bars at the bottom. I thought it was gone. I are confused. Oh, we need to find a sleep stop. That was silly of me. I should have gone to the one that was available where we were. Oops. Oh, Big Daddy Magog. Big Daddy Magog lost a lot of weight because of food poisoning. Stay hydrated, kids. I need more water. I refuse to switch that for rum while I'm driving. One must not drink and drive. Where were we in the Warhammer discussion? Where were we? Talking about custodies being... Well, they're better, but they're not... yeah, no, they're better. Taller, they're broader. All round, they're just better. They also, unlike Space Marines, don't fight as units. They fight as individuals, but close together. So they're kind of a unit, but their unit style is individualistic. And ultimately, their main job is not to go out there and kill aliens. It's not there to keep the Imperium safe. No. Their job is to keep the Emperor safe, to protect him as with their lives. Like, they're kind of like the Emperor's Secret Service, but not really so secret. And at the same time, they're protecting a carcass in stasis. Well, kinda stasis. Kinda not. Right. There was a... I always wanted, with Space Marines especially, I always wanted to do a Blood Angels army. I always wanted to do White Scars. I wanted to try Dark Angels. Especially when I get sucked in, I just want to have a go. But I seem to never get round to it, which is quite strange and tragic, I guess. But at the same time, I have tried, like, painting Tau. They're fun. Not for me, really. They're too reliant on guns, right? And they have got close combat, yes, in the form of the Kroot, and they themselves now have Tal that do, in fact, do close combat. But I'll be honest, no, you're paper skin. We don't care about you, you maggot-eyed high riders. That reference is directly taken from the Slave Nuceria book. I think I've tried Tyranids. They're good fun, but I think you could just be really creative with the colours. Blending really is your best friend if you're very good at it. But I always end up going to Space Marines just because I think it's the whole what they are thing that I really like. That's just me though. I'd like for them to be Hobbit Space Marines. Not possible, but it'd be very funny. How dare you overtake me, you fascist? I need a sleep stop. How far away am I? Okay, I got 23 minutes. I know I'm getting tired. Thank you for the reminder, game. You're really helping. Close combat is a Megon's weakness. Yes. 100% it is. I fully agree with that. Your intestines are melting, so you're going to dip out. I hope your intestines cease in their melting process, and you are able to get a soothing potion of some kind to repair any lasting damage. So goodbye, Shard in Hand. Thank you very much for being here. A rest stop is just ahead, so we're going to go and take the exit to take that rest stop. Then we can get back on track. I hope the rain sticks around, by the way, because I actually quite like the rain in this game, and if it just looks good and sounds good, so yeah, keep it. I might be a bit weird about that. I know I am. Thank you, game, for telling me. Right, where am I going? Left. Okay. Sleep stop is just here. Give me. There we go. Boom. Sleep achieved. Right. We go this way to get fuel. I don't know if we need much, but we're going to get it anyway, because I haven't refueled all game, and the V8 generally guzzles fuel quite well. Oh, we were 2/3 done. We were close. Nice. Nice. And off we go. Take the left. Yep, left. No, pig. I'm coming through. Count yourself lucky I didn't touch you, pig. Because I wanted to. Pig. Straight across and left. Okay. Oh, it's a roundabout again. Alright. Forgot about that. I might be building up some steam here. I will admit, Spain doing 90-mile-per-hour speed limits, or 90-kilometre-an-hour speed limits, is an absolute blessing. It makes this a lot easier. 80 is fast, I will admit, but 90s just makes this so much easier, especially with these like cruising Iberia, the DLC itself. But actually, that's something I haven't mentioned. We're actually in Spain. What do people think of it so far? Because it just makes it when I personally have not looked at Spain. I've never been to Spain. My first thought was, am I back in Albuquerque? Because sand and all that. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just I never really think much of Spain whenever it gets brought up. You're slowing me down to speed up again? There we go. Hurry up, you stupid Renault. Okay, apparently I'm not going anywhere. You guys sped up. Good. Yeah, so while I did stammer there, I do apologise. I do quite like the look. Graphically looks fantastic. Vast improvement. You are in my way, and I'm now going to nudge you. Ready? Boom! I didn't get a fine. Good. Hey, pig. I feel a bit guilty about that one. Sorry. I did that for all of you in the chat. You can all thank Steel Cowboy for that. I'm kidding. You can thank him anyway. I know it's Spain where you see the poly tunnels. They're used to growing poly dubs. Well, that would be quite handy, because more than one poly dubs. I mean, would they start fighting, or would they start... well, another word beginning with F and ending with ing. Fighting or king? Interesting. I think the latter's likely. Oh, we're in an 80 now. Okay, well, alright, we'll slow down for them. Viva España. No, Viva... Is it, I was going to make some Catalonia joke and I just completely forgot it. That was clever. Well done, Meg. Well done, Meg. See yourself out, Meg. I'll see myself out, Meg. We'll stay in the middle. In fact, just because of the space, it's fight hacking. That works. On the space of like within the ballpark even of knowledge when it comes to Spain. The only thing I remember was people buying up lots of holiday homes just around the time of the economic crash in like 2008 or 7. Whenever it was that happened, people were buying up stuff in Spain, and then a lot of the banks suffered in Spain and they couldn't function. Hello, Joanne McIlroy. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. I'm having a good day, thank you. We are just having a leisurely stroll with me veering into the wrong lane. Doing a World of Trucks event called Cruising Iberia. I think because they've used the word cruising on a lot of these events. I'm okay with this. It's a good word. Nice uniformity. They found their stride. They found their niche. Niche, that's the word. Can I go faster now? I'm going faster now. Oh, I can go faster now. Even better. The Train Foundry. You better sell good trains. Established in 1914. This is an interesting year to start. Very interesting year to start. Oh, I can do 90 now. Nice. Oh god, you're one of those blasted English people, Lulubelle. How dare you? Just wanted to say that. I don't know why. Seville. Okay. I know of that place because they got a football team. They're not very good, but they've got a football team. There are only 2 football teams in Spain. Only 2. I think I once, years ago when playing FIFA, I tried to be a manager of a Spanish club called Real Betis. And, I mean, I won the league. I did everything with them. But only because I imported all my British players. And also because I was playing against the computer. They suck. Even with the better players, they suck. It wasn't until I tried doing like Ultimate Teams I realised actually you just need the single best team and a lot of luck. I'm glad you're home from hospital. Glad you're home from hospital. Too many, I agree. Hello, Yoshi Rabbit. Hope you're well. Nope. He hit me. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Hope everyone has had a good Sunday or is having a good Sunday. I think the only other thing that happened to me today was roast dinner. Oh, okay. I did go on my niece's climbing frame in the garden, and I threw them all down the spiral slide. My oldest niece did land awkwardly when she fell out because she stupidly... Okay, kids do it because they don't understand. No matter how many times you tell them, even though she's a lot older, and I've told this to her over 100 times now, when you fall backwards, don't put your hands out behind you. Don't do it, because you'll hurt your shoulders. And you could possibly break your arm. So she goes down the slide backwards. When she goes to land on the floor, she does that, and she hurts her arm really badly in her head. To which I then showed, when I rushed down to go and help her. I hold her arms up. I say, "Can you move your hands?" She like, "No." I said, "Okay, grip." So she does. I'm like, "So you fell backwards. I put you down backwards as, you know, normal, and you put your hands behind you, didn't you?" "No." "Then how'd you hurt your arm?" "Because I put my hands behind me." Okay, logic, I see. All right, we're doing this, are we? Fair enough. And yeah, she banged her arm up a little bit, but she's okay. I was throwing my youngest nephew down there. He's a nut. I was just grabbing him and putting him in the slide and just sort of gently shunting him, but with enough speed that his dad would be at the bottom to catch him, and he was loving it, just shouting "Giggle, giggle, giggle," because he doesn't seem to want to talk at the moment. Flinging children, yeah, it's a favourite pastime of mine, and every so often I did go down the slide myself. It was good fun. It's not built for an adult, so I have to, because I've got a longer body, I can't just sit in the gap and slide. I have to lay down and push myself at a 90-degree angle to the left because it curves to the right. So I have a more natural progression as I go round. And, you know, it was good. It was good fun, and that's what matters, really, isn't it? Yeah. Bit of a shame that one niece, the eldest, repeatedly did not listen to don't, when you fall backwards, tuck your hands in put 2 hands behind your head if you have to, at best, to protect your head. Your fingers will look after themselves. No, she's like, no, I can do this and it will work. I just need to do it properly next time. Like, properly? Are you mental? You throw like your entire body is some kind of pendulum. No, you don't know better, because every time you get it wrong. But all right, I'll let you work this one out, because I can't be bothered. Worked for most of the day. Damn, that is not exciting. But I'm glad you're able to work today. Glad you're working. Football. 6 teams are set to quit the Premier League in order to play in the new European Super League. Oh boy. Guess it depends on which teams. If there's more money on the table, I fully understand that. And a European Super League, if you had all the best teams in Europe just playing that as a league instead of Champions League, that's money. But I would also point out, any team that finishes at the bottom, what are they going to do? Get relegated back into the Premier League if they're British? Realistically, I don't see it happening, but it would be interesting to know about that a bit more. And if they do, all power to them. I mean, they are, yes, they're a football team, but they are very much business driven. And also, home games against, like, say, Chelsea against Bayern Munich. The home game for that is a big money game. That's a big money game. Hell, home game. Tottenham Hotspur against Barcelona. I won't say Tottenham are on the list, by the way. But even if, say they were hypothetically, that's a big deal. There are 49 new cities, by the way, to look for. Oh, that's good. That means I've got plenty to get this 20 job thing done with. Yeah, that's good. Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. Oh, Tottenham. Oh, they are on it. And Man City. That's good. That's basically all the teams that dominate the league right now. So Leicester are going to win the Premier League quite a few years. I don't know if it could impact the Premier League negatively, but I do like the idea of a Super League for Europe itself. Whether that means it should impact the national leagues, I'm not entirely sure. You're annoying me. No, you've just done that. No, get out of my way. Get out. No, don't care. Don't care. Where am I going? Where am I going? This way. He literally stopped in front of me. You saw it. Your native language is Scottish Gaelic. That's fine. My native language is gibberish. I hope you're able to understand me. I've spent the best part of an hour and 20 minutes talking about Warhammer. Because that's me. Also, I really did read a good book. I'm going anyway. I really did read a good book. I'm going again. You're all turning red at the same time. I don't care. I'm interested. If it does happen, good on them. That's all I can say. I said it twice now, though. But I think there will be an issue when it comes to the National League aspect. Whether it would possibly delegitimize those teams, or whether they would have to have 2 separate teams. Whether Liverpool would have to have a Liverpool team that played in the Premier League and a team that played in the European League. And that could be interesting for the club, because then they'd have to have 2 teams and 2 managers. Or whether they'll be allowed to leave, which I don't know if they can. If they're contractually obligated to remain or not. Five out of 20 so far. This event lasts until mid-May. We will get this done this week. We will. Because I have no intention of missing out on completing another thing where I get stuff that's exclusive. Because that's kind of what I do. Okay. There's no chance of me finishing a delivery before the end of this stream. So I'm going to end now. Meg did say that. Yes, Joanne. I will be back tomorrow on Twitch. Twitch.tv/TheRealOmega. And if you are watching and you haven't, please consider smashing like. I am going to disappear now and go do other things this evening. Thank you all for joining. And see you on Saturday for New Beginnings.